Alright, here we are at Rynearson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan, as the Eastern Michigan Eagles open up the season at home against the South Alabama Jaguars. I told you in the last video that I would include some recruiting. I completely forgot, but we got the board filled out. We got some recruits that we're after. I didn't notice until about 10 players down that it was actually auto-filled, because I never changed the settings, so I offered some scholarships to some players I did not want, and unfortunately used up some points, but we got it all taken care of, and we'll be back at full strength in recruiting points next week, but that's not important tonight. Tonight the importance is starting the season 1-0 at home against the South Alabama Jaguars, as Eastern Michigan looks to build on their 7-6 season last year, which concluded in a trip to the Bahamas Bowls where they lost to Old Dominion. So the crowd is here for the first time in a long time. There's a lot of people at Rynearson Stadium excited with all these players that are returning from a winning season last year. They're excited to see what they can do here at Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan wins the toss and they elect to receive. Back deep is Bailey, the second. Here's the kick. It will be corralled at the 3. Bailey taking it up right up the middle. Breaks 2-3 tackles and he is out near the 40-yard line. And Charlie Batch coming back to Ypsilanti where he was the quarterback here at Eastern Michigan. And he is head coaching his first game here as Eagles coach. 3 wide receivers out left for Roback. He takes the snap. Oh, and he's going to be sacked on the first play of the season. Trey Alford gets back there and wraps him up. It looks like a bubble screen. And it looks like the offensive lineman got a little too antsy and completely abandoned Roback. 2nd and 11 now. Roback drops back. He will scramble out. And he's going to throw deep down the field to Bushman. And it's caught. Dan Bushman, 36 yards. Big play for the Eagles. 2nd and 8 now. Porter in motion. Roback steps back in the pocket. Throws into traffic. Poor decision, but Antoine Porter goes up and gets it. First down inside the red zone, down to the 17 for the Eagles. Roback dumps it off to the left to Bailey. Bailey tries to cut inside, grabs some yardage, close to a first down and out of bounds. Sergio Bailey's first catch of the year. Roback 3 for 3 for 55 yards here on the opening possession. Great start so far for the Eagles offense. They line up with no wideouts. One man in the backfield, it's Shaq Van. They go to Shaq Van. Up the middle, over the defensive linebackers and safeties who tried to wrap him up is Shaq Van. Touchdown, Eagles. What an opening drive for the Eagles. And it will be capped off with the extra point. It is 7-0. As Michigan State squeaks past Western Michigan to open the year 28-24 just down the road in East Lansing. So the Eagles offense was very impressive on their first drive, as we expected them to be with so much returning talent. But what can the defense do now as they take the field? Davis drops back. He drops it off to the left side to Johnson. Xavier Johnson picks up 5. No huddle offense now for the Jaguars. Shotgun. Looks like the same formation they just had. Davis takes it. Here comes the pressure, and he's just going to toss it out of bounds to the left side of the field. And that sets up a quick 3rd and 5 now for the Eagles defense. Another shotgun formation here on 3rd down for the Jaguars. Davis getting pressured. It's a setup screen. It's set up nicely. Down the sideline goes Johnson, and he is wrapped up and pushed down just past the 50-yard line. No huddle offense yet again for the Jaguars. Fresh set of downs at the 46 of the Eagles. Davis takes it, feels the pressure. Quick throw And coming back and making the catch was Tyrone Williams. Risky throw off his back foot while scrambling, but it paid off for Dallas Davis. 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Davis keeps it, and he's not gonna go anywhere. In for the tackle is Ike Spearman. He was not fooled, and that sets up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, Davis to the right. Over the middle, and that ball is dropped. It is dropped by the tight end, or was it the receiver? Not 100% sure, but nonetheless, it sets up a 4th and 7 as the Jaguars will try to pin the Eagles deep. Sergio Bailey will let it go just into the end zone. Fresh set of downs. Shaq Van gets it on a draw. He cuts it outside and has to go back in and only picks up 2. Roback fakes to give to Van. He's gonna be brought down again just before he could get it off. 2nd time today that Brogan Roback has been sacked. That's Jimmy Gibson coming off the right side of the line. That sets up a 3rd and very long for the EMU Eagles. Roback's under center with Van the lone back. He fakes the give, and he's got nowhere to go. He's gonna be sacked again. All over him is Trey Alford, his 2nd sack already. Roback almost got it out of his hands. It looked like he was going to try and just toss it out into the seats, but he could not get it off in time. And now punting from the shadows of his own goal line is Barnes. He boots a good one. He sends him back a couple yards. Goes Thomas, and he brings it back across the 58 yards, about the 48 or 49 yard line. So a great opening possession for the Eagles, followed by a 3 and out. That offensive lineman needs to do a better job of protecting Roback. Roback's also got to do a better job of getting the ball out of his hands when he sees that pressure. 1st down for the Jaguars. They hand it off to Johnson, and Johnson picks up 10, and not a 1st down according to the officials, but close indeed. 2nd and inches coming up. No huddle yet again for the Jaguars. Dallas Davis takes it. Fakes the give. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a big hole. He's got the left, and he gets brought down by the only man that could stop him. 18 yards on the carry by Dallas Davis. Inside the 20, or right on the 20, rather, are the Jaguars now. The give, and that time the option goes nowhere. Coming in on the blitz was Ike Calderon, and he makes the stop. That sets up 2nd and long now, just outside the 20. Shotgun formation. Davis gets it. It's going to be a screen. Nobody's there, and Dami Ayola gets inside the 5. Just wrapped up. That one should have gone the distance. Maybe not as much speed as Xavier Johnson. 1st and goal now from the 4. Dallas Davis takes it. He's going to step up, and he's going to be wrapped up. It's going to be a sack for Luke McLean. It looked like Dallas Davis was going to be able to walk in, but McLean wraps him up. That sets up 2nd and goal from the 4. No huddle again. Davis, the option. This time he's going to be stopped again just at the 1 yard line. Huge tackle for Calderon. 3rd and goal now at the 1. In motion goes the tight end. This time they give it to Ayola, and he is in. Dami Ayola. Touchdown, Jaguars. And now on for the extra point. And it is good. Tie ball game. Eastern Michigan did a good job not letting them in. But on 3rd and goal, the Jaguars pounded in for the tying score. And now Sergio Bailey on the return gets it back out close to the 30. Eagles looking to answer and looking to get back in front here. Roback gives the Shaq Van on the draw. He cuts it outside. He picks up decent yardage on 1st down. 2nd and medium coming up here for the Eagles. Porter in motion. Rollback. Back over the middle is Antoine Porter. First down, Eastern Michigan. Rollback is 4 for 4 for 63 to start the game. He's been great, other than the 3 sacks. Although I'd say at least 2 of them not really his fault. Rollback. Fakes the give. He rolls out. He's going to go deep. One-on-one. Antoine Porter broken up. Kalen Jackson comes back to make the play. For some reason, Antoine Porter did the number one no-no as a wide receiver. He was waiting for the ball to come to him instead of going and getting it. That brings up a 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. Rollback. Drops back. Rollback. Gonna dump it off on the left side to Bushman, and he can't stop his momentum from carrying him out of bounds. It's 2 yards to Dan Bushman. Sets up a 3rd and 8 now for the Eagles. We'll take the snap. Porter in motion yet again. Rollback. Gonna scramble outside. Rollback's gonna keep it. He's gonna try and keep it, and he's gonna be brought down just shy of the first. Poor Rogan Rollback, he can run if need be. He's got decent speed, and he thought that was the best option on that play. And he nearly picked up the first. Instead, punting will be Barnes from midfield. He's going to try and pin USA deep here. It looks like it's going to be bouncing at the 4 and into the end zone for a touchback. Davis dumps it off underneath to Everett. Everett breaks the tackle, gets it back upfield for a couple more yards. Nice little play there by Gerald Everett. And he was tackled, it looked like, once again by Calderon, who's been all over the field at strong safety. So at the end of the first quarter, it's a 7-7 ball game. First play of the second. Jaguars have it 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line. Davis takes the snap. He's got all day to throw. Just standing back there. He throws down the sideline. Coming back to making the catch and tapping his toes in bounds is McGee. What a catch. Oh my. Eastern Michigan's got to do a better job of getting pressure if they want any chance of stopping this Jaguar offense. Davis takes the snap again. Plenty of time. Dumps it off, this time to Everett. Picks up 5 yards on first. Davis fakes the give. It's another option. This time Davis has one man to beat, and he won't do it. He gets hit hard. But after picking up the first down, and Davis is fired up, showing that hit did not affect him. Back to the line. Hurry up offense here for the Jaguars, wearing down that Eagles defense. Here comes this blitz from the safeties. Davis gets it off to Gerald Everett. But there is a flag down on the field. Looks like it came after the catch. It'll be interesting to see what it is. Looks like it's a holding against the Jaguars. Xavier Johnson, the running back out of the backfield, gets caught holding right after the catch was made, or right before, it looks like. And that will be a big penalty, as instead of a 2nd and short, it backs the Jaguars up back inside their own 40 for a 1st and 20 now. Johnson is the lone back in the shotgun next to Dallas Davis. Davis, quick dump off to McGee, and McGee won't go anywhere. Coming in and making the great play on the ball is Beck. 2nd and 18 now. Davis drops back in the pocket. This time he's going to be rushed. This time he's going to be brought down for a sack. Getting back there was the defensive tackle. It won't give me his name. We'll learn eventually. This is our first game here with the Eastern Michigan Eagles. We'll get some names down. Number 51 defensive tackle. Granger or Ratchwall, it looked like. And now on 3rd and 25, he had a wide receiver open for a first down, and it goes right out of his hands. Big break caught by the Eagles. That would have been a killer 3rd down conversion. Looked like that was McGee that dropped that Dallas Davis pass. Punting now are the Jaguars. Sergio Bailey with the return past the 40, up to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles, trying to get back what they had on that first possession. Kilby moves in motion to the right. Here's the snap. The give is to Shaq Van. Shaq Van over the right side. Nice 8-yard pickup on first down across midfield as well. 2nd and short for the Eagles. Robinson goes in motion to the left. They pitch it to Shaq Van. Shaq Van had some open room, but a nice tackle there by the Jaguar defender to keep that from being a whole lot more. Nonetheless, it was a first down for the Eagles. They look to keep this drive alive. Roback fakes to give to Van. He's going to air it deep to Sergio Bailey, and he won't be able to bring it down. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Roback, another play action. This time he's going to air it out to Dan Bushman right into traffic, and he could not pull it in. If he had, that would have been an unbelievable catch by the tight end. Risky throw by Brogan Roback, but he dropped it in there nicely. Bushman could not hold on. 3rd and 10. Roback drops back over the middle, and it is caught for the first down by the senior slot receiver, Neapalu. 1st and 10 now, inside the 40 for the Eagles. Roback, he's going to take it, and he's going to scramble ahead, and he's going to wisely slide just shy of the first down. Nice pickup there by Roback. Looked like he ended up having a receiver break free down towards the right side of the sideline, but his mind was already made up at that point. He was going to be picking up all he could by his feet. So now at the 25-yard line for a 2nd and short are the Eagles. The give is to Shaq Van, and he's going to go right up the middle, make a nice little cut, and pick up about 5 more. Now in the backfield is Ian Erickson. It's 1st and 10. Roback, quick dump off to the left to Sergio Bailey. He's going to grab a couple yards. And the Eagles now copying the Jaguars a little bit as they rush some hurry-up offense onto the field. 2nd and 6. They're going to move Robinson in motion to the right. Roback takes the snap. Give is to Ian Erickson, his first carry of the game, and he powers forward for 4 yards. A 3rd and 2 from the 12. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the opening half of the season. Roback and Van in the shotgun. Roback fakes to give to Van. It's going to be a read option. Roback going to try and get to the sideline. Pulled down just shy of the goal line. Brogan Roback with a nice run gets the Eagles to within inches of the goal line. 1st and goal now. And Roback, the give, Shaq Van, touchdown, Eagles. Retaking the lead late in the first half. Extra point will make it 14-7. And the Eagles defense needs a stop here. Maybe the Eagles can add a little bit more before the end of the half. Jaguars take over now, trying to respond like they did the first time the Eagles scored a touchdown. They give it to Xavier Johnson on a delayed handoff, and he's right up the middle for 12 on the opening carry of the drive. Eagles have had trouble with the run all day, whether it's Dallas Davis or Xavier Johnson, or even Demi Oiloa. Oiloa. I don't even know how, I forgot the guy's name, and I don't know how to pronounce it to begin with. 1st down, big play. Once again, it's Ike Calderon with a huge tackle behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13 now for the Jaguars. Calderon has been a beast in that safety position. It's another delayed handoff to Xavier Johnson. This time he picks up about 5. Sets up a 3rd and medium to long for the Jaguars. The fans here in Rynearson Stadium are getting loud. 3rd and 7. You can sense this is a big play. Davis gets it, dumps it off underneath Gerald Everett. Big hit, puts him down shy of the 1st. Here is the punt. Jaguars taking their time. They don't want to give Eastern Michigan too much time to score before the end of the half. Bailey makes a nice little move, and he's now got a little bit of speed, and he could not get around the edge. Decent little return, though, gets him close to midfield. 32-yard line. The Eagles take over with just shy of 2 minutes to go here in the first half, trying to add on to their 7-point lead. Roback takes the snap. He's going to have to scramble out. He's got nowhere to go with it. He's going to take off, and he's going to dive for the first down. Great play by Brogan Roback. Only had 3 wide receivers running routes. None of them were open. Had great protection, though, and he was able to sneak around and out and pick up the first down rather easily. That gets him at the 46-yard line now with a first down. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. They hand it off to Shaq Van. Shaq Van goes out to the outside, uses his speed and power to get out of bounds after picking up 6 and stopping the clock. Inside Jaguar territory now at the 48-yard line. Eagles, 3 wide receivers out left, 1 tight end to the right. Single back is Shaq Van yet again. Roback under center, takes the snap, drops back. He's going to scramble away. He's going to have to dump it off to Dan Bushman, who does a nice job coming back to the football and then getting back upfield for the first down. This Eagles offense is definitely the strength of this team. And they're showing why so far today. You got experienced good backs in Erickson and Van. You got nice wide receivers, senior wide receivers, and you got a very important, very good senior quarterback in Brogan Roback who can also move the ball with his feet. First down inside the 45. They give it to Antoine Porter on a sweep, and he picks up 6 yards on first. Eagles letting the clock run some more, down under a minute now. They want to have the final play of the half, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal. They will be happy with it. Roback takes the snap. He's going to throw over the middle, an interception by Dent. And now Dent brings it back. Big mistake by Brogan Roback. Tried to bullet it into Antoine Porter, and it was jumped nicely by Dent. And now the Jaguars have a quick chance to salvage some points here before the end of the half. They get the ball to start the third. That could be an absolutely huge turnover. First down, it's caught by Kuchera over the middle. And then just like that, the Jaguars are at midfield now. They still got 2 timeouts. 38 seconds to go here in the half. Shotgun formation. Dallas Davis takes the snap. He's going to try and take off. He's going to get sacked. Bringing him down was McLean. 2nd and 17 now. That was a big play by McLean, and that might just end the Jaguars' hopes of adding points, barring a big play here. Dallas Davis gets the snap. He's going to have to hurry up and just dump it off to Kuchera. He picks up 2 yards before he has to step out of bounds right after he caught it. So 3rd and 15 here. And now if you're the Jaguars, you don't want to do the same thing Brogan Roback just did, going the other way. They will run a play, though. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a draw up the middle. And that's exactly what it is. But the Eagles knew that's what it might be as well, as they come up with a stop. And Charlie Batch is actually going to call a timeout, because he thinks maybe, just maybe, they can get some points here. You don't want to be too dangerous, but with a return man like Sergio Bailey, who knows? He might get you a big enough chunk. Do it himself. He's going to field this ball at about the 20. He's going to go to the left side. He's going to use his speed to try and get around, but he gets caught by the shoelaces. 17 seconds to go at their own 31. I don't think you try anything too risky, given what happened the last time you had the football. On first down, they're going to pitch it to Shaq Van. Shaq Van gets the edge. Shaq Van using the speed upfield. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds, but he saw he could cut it back in and pick up about 6 extra yards, and that's what he did. Now at the 46 are the Eagles. Now it gets a little interesting. They're going to line up with 3 wide receivers out wide. Roback takes the snap. Roback dumps it off to Shaq Van. It's going to be a screen play. He picks up 6 more, and now the Eagles have to call their last timeout just past midfield. That sets them up for a Hail Mary, though. Let's see how this works out for the Eagles. Mine as well. You're up 7. 1 more play to go in the half. Try and add some more. Roback has plenty of time. He throws it deep to the end zone, and it is caught! It's caught! Sergio Bailey! Unbelievable! That's why you do it! What a catch by Sergio Bailey! Brogan Roback, he's got plenty of arm. He steps up and he bombs this thing from about the 45. He tosses it 55 yards downfield. And Sergio Bailey, he had everybody beat. He's a very fast receiver. He has everybody beat, but he actually has to stop and turn back for the ball, and he just goes up and gets it. He goes up and gets it over 4 guys, 2 of them being his teammates. And he pulls it down and falls into the end zone with the football, and that is an absolutely humongous score for the Eagles to end the half. What a play! What a throw by Brogan Roback. What a catch by Sergio Bailey II. And the Eagles take a 21-7 lead into the half. Here we go now to start the second half. The Eagles have a 2-touchdown lead after a phenomenal Hail Mary play by Brogan Roback and Sergio Bailey II to end the half. You can see the defense so far for the Eagles. They've given up 4 yards per play on average. They have 3 sacks, little over 120 yards on the game. Not bad at all. They look to try and cement this game with a stop here and another score from their offense, and Eastern Michigan can try and distance themselves from the Jaguars. On first down, they get to Dallas Davis and force him to just throw it out of bounds. Eastern Michigan looking to make a statement here in their first game and show that last year's 7-6 record was not a fluke. Second down, Davis jumps that off to Gerald Everett, and he powers ahead, picks up about 16, 17 yards on that play. First down, Jaguars. They're not going to go down without a fight. That Hail Mary was big on so many levels, including mentally. It could do a lot for momentum, and the Jaguars are doing their best to say, hey, it didn't phase us, and try and get some of that momentum back. Davis dumps it off again to Gerald Everett. He makes a move, and he gets another first down. Back-to-back plays to Gerald Everett. And the tight end is proving his worth. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, dogs a man's best friend, tight end's a quarterback's best friend. Gerald Everett making that the case here today. They give to Xavier Johnson. He weaves through, but he can't go anywhere. He gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. Dallas Davis takes the snap. He's going to dump it off on a screen to Xavier Johnson. And Xavier Johnson had some room, but great play getting off his block and forcing him out of bounds. Jones, who was able to do that. So big third down here. Davis takes the snap. Throws over the middle, and he misses Gerald Everett. Just too far in front, and a big stop for the Eagles. Brogan Roback and the Eagles looking to try and salt this game away here with this drive. Roback steps back. Roback. Nobody open, and he's going to have to throw that one away to avoid getting sacked for the 4th time today. Looked like he was waiting for someone to come open over the middle. It got covered up real quick. Looked like he was going to try and take off at that point, and that got covered up, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Good decision there. Brings up a 2nd and 10 though. Roback to the sideline, caught by Sergio Bailey. First down, Eagles. Roback fakes to give the van. It's a read option, and Roback goes out of bounds just across midfield, and that should be a late hit in my estimation, but it is not. Look at that. Unbelievable. That's a late hit all day. Nonetheless, the Eagles are across midfield now with a fresh set of downs. Looking to march down this field into the end zone, taking some time off the clock with them. Why not? Because if you end this drive with another touchdown, you're up 3 touchdowns, hopefully with under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. You don't want to turtle and get too conservative, but you'd have to like your chances at that point. Jack Van picks up 2 on a draw. 2nd and 8 now for the Eagles. Under center's Roback, single back. Once again, that's the offense the Eagles run. A lot of single back. Roback drops back. Roback going to dump it off. And nice catch by Nuapalo. Tiptoes to stay in bounds. Only a couple of yards. It's going to set up a 3rd and 5. This is a big play right here. You can sense it. Too far from field goal range. Eagles need this 3rd down. Jaguars need this stop. Roback drops back. Roback over the middle. Sergio Bailey. First down, Eagles. Huge conversion there by the 2 men who've been hooking up all day in spectacular fashion. Brogan Roback, Sergio Bailey II. Big first down, Eagles. Inside the 40-yard line now. Creeping up to 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Roback drops back. Roback scrambles to his right. Roback keeps scrambling. Roback gonna try and use his speed. He gets around the tackle and gets out of bounds. And again, another borderline hit as he goes out. And again, no flag Roback can't believe it. Charlie Batch can't believe it. And about 10,000 fans here at Rynearson Stadium cannot believe it. Second down Eagles. 2nd and 5 Eagles. Roback. Play action to Erickson. He airs it out. And he's complaining that that should have been pass interference on his tight end there. As it looks like he was bumped right after, or right as Roback was releasing the football. But Jaguars will argue that it was within the 5-yard cushion and it was fair game. It was borderline. Third down, another big third down. Roback drops back. Roback, quick dump off. Sergio Bailey yet again. Sergio Bailey inside the 15, down to the 11. Another big third down conversion for the Eagles. Roback gives the Van on first down. Van gets to the outside. Van can't break a tackle, but he's inside the 10. 4-yard pickup on first down. And Roback gives to Ian Erickson. Erickson up the middle. Touchdown, Eagles. 28-7. 27-7. 28 pending the extra point. And that one, great play by Erickson. Great blocks. Finds the hole. Gets right up in there for yet another Eagles touchdown. That is now 21 unanswered points for the Eagles. And it is now a 28-7 lead. With 4 minutes to go here in the third. 2nd and 8. Davis gives the option. Triple option. All 3 options were taken. And it looks like a face mask is going to be called. So instead of a 3rd and 5 for the Eagles defense, the face mask on Ike Calderon gives them a first down at the 45. But Calderon has been phenomenal all day. Don't want to say you let it slide, but I think he's more than made up for a couple mistakes. First down now, off the penalty for the Jaguars. Dallas Davis gives it to Xavier Johnson. Xavier Johnson breaks the tackle, gets across midfield, gets popped as he does, but a nice pickup of 6 yards for Johnson. Now, there's plenty of time in this game, especially with a hurry-up offense, so the Eagles cannot be relaxed here on defense. You cannot allow the Jaguars to get in the end zone here. Dallas Davis scrambles, and he gets tripped up, and he's going to go down. And it will technically be a sack, I believe. I'm not sure who they will credit it to, though, because it looks like he never even touched an Eagles defender. Looks like he was trying to get to the outside in the frenzy of that pocket collapsing and bounced and got tripped by his own offensive lineman. 3rd and 5. Iola takes it on the draw, and he picks up big yardage outside to the left. Demi Iola. He's only had a limited amount of catches today, but he's made the most of them. Huge first down now inside the 40. Dallas Davis in the shotgun with Xavier Johnson behind him. Demi Ioli out to the left. Or Ioli's behind him, sorry. And Ioli, once again, another big run for him. Ayula, I don't even know how to say his name. Ayula is how it looks, but Ioli sounds better to me. Nonetheless, Demi Ayula is in the backfield yet again. Dallas Davis takes the snap. He's going to get pressured. He's going to get hit, but he's going to get it off to his blanket, his safety blanket, Gerald Everett. Another catch for him today. That sets up a 2nd and 5 now. Back to the line once again in a hurry-up fashion are the Jaguars. Demi Ayula still in the backfield. Dallas Davis takes the snap, throws over the middle. It's caught by McGee. He breaks the tackle, and he gets inside for the touchdown. Josh McGee. Big touchdown there for the Jaguars. That is absolutely what the Jaguars needed and what the Eastern Michigan Eagles could not allow to happen. So now the Jaguars are back within 2 scores with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time. So now it's up to the senior quarterback, Brogan Roback, to say, no, this is not happening. No comebacks happening today. We're going to go back down the field and put another one in ya. On ya, I should say. Look at that. 2 straight touchdowns for the Eagles. 3 out of the last 4 drives have been touchdowns for the Eagles. Brogan Roback takes the snap. He drops back. Big drop back. Dumps it over the middle to Kilby, who cannot bring it in. Right in his hands. Big drop there. 2nd down now for the Eagles. This is a give to Shaq. Van up the middle. Nothing doing. Oh my. Suddenly, this game has turned on its head It's a third down for the Eagles, and this is a huge one. Roback takes the snap. Roback gonna dump it off real quick to Antoine Porter. He breaks the tackle, and Antoine Porter with a huge first down for the Eagles. Not sure what that stutter step was for him, but it worked. On 3rd and 10, the Eagles convert once again, and that one may have just been the biggest. Here's an option again for Roback, and he's going to slide. It looked like he might have got a block in time, but he was not going to risk it. They give the Shaq Van on what looks like it was a triple option. He bounces off some tacklers and picks up good yardage and a fresh set of downs for the Eagles as they try and wear this clock down and add on some points. 16 first downs now for the Eagles to the Jaguars 12. Just under 40 seconds to go. Roback throws outside and nearly picked off. That would have been 6 the other way, and that would have been absolutely killer for the Eagles. Wow, what a break, and they've caught a few breaks today. On one hand, you like the Eagles not being ultra conservative and throwing the football, but on the other hand, you got to be careful. Roback gives it to Van. Careful play there as Van picks up 3, trying to cut it back inside on a counter. 3rd and 7. Can the Eagles convert yet again on a 3rd down? Roback dumps it off to Ian Erickson on a screen. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to end up losing a yard on the play. Barnes is back at his own 30 to punt this one away. He's got a good leg. He's going to try and pin them inside their own 10. This one looks like it's going to be a little too deep and land just inside the end zone. Big possession here for the Jaguars. Every possession seems to be bigger and bigger in this game, despite the 2-score difference. Davis pump fakes to the right. He's going to scramble up the middle, and he's going to take the hit, nearly pick up the first down. Thought he was going to slide, but he put the shoulder down and tried to run over the defender and get the first down. You got to admire that. Dallas Davis, he's been great on the ground. And here he is again on the option, and he gets nowhere but enough for the first down. About a yard or 2 on that play, but on 2nd and 1, that's all you need. Eastern Michigan defense getting tired, and that's not good. 7 minutes to go, you're up 2 scores. You got to keep it together. Davis, direct snap. He takes the option. It looked like it was going to be a quarterback draw, but it was an option play, and neither would have worked. As that time, Calderon, once again from his free safety position, strong safety position rather, makes a terrific play. That for a loss of 1. Huge 3rd down here for the defense. 3rd and 8. Jaguars come to the line. Shotgun. Davis takes the snap. Throwing over the middle, wide open is Kuchera. He gets nailed by Calderon, but he hangs on to the football. What a catch by Kuchera. Huge first down for the Jaguars. They're now at the 40-yard line. 6:49 to go. Davis, the snap. Davis gonna take off. Davis, right side. Davis just out of bounds, shy of the first. Davis, the option yet again. This time right up the middle, first down. Back to the line again. Eastern Michigan defense has to be getting tired. Davis takes a snap, pump fakes to his left. He's gonna step up into the pocket, launch it into the end zone, out of bounds. That pocket was collapsing all around him, and he just aired that one out. 2nd down now for the Jaguars. Finally, a stoppage of play and a huddle. Davis takes the snap. Davis over the middle. He's got Josh McGee. He cuts it back inside. He's inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Oh, boy. 1st and goal now, Jaguars. Shotgun formation. Xavier Johnson to the left. Davis takes the snap. He's got time. He dumps it off to the right to Gerald Everett, and he gets stopped. Huge tackle at the goal line. Dallas Davis just floated it up there, and he probably should have had some more on that. 2nd and goal. Davis on the option. He's going to get stopped again. Oh my, so the floater pass that allowed the Eagles to close on it and get the stop, followed by the option that was stuffed, sets up a 3rd and goal. Can the Eagles complete the goal line stand here? 2-yard line. Davis takes it. Option. Stopped! He is stopped at the 2-yard line! And the Eastern Michigan Eagles with a huge goal line stand to set up 4th and goal, but it's not over. The Jaguars send the offense back out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal here. Here it is. This is absolutely monumental play right here. Davis, the option. He's going to keep it. He's going to go. He's going to be stopped at the goal line. Unbelievable. What a stop. What a goal line stand by the Eagles. I don't believe it. On 4th and goal from the 2. Davis on the option. A play that's been very effective for the Jaguars all day. He's going. He's got an open hole. He lunges for it. But making the play was the cornerback Beck and the linebacker or the defensive end Harris. And they come together and they stop Dallas Davis literally as close as he could possibly be stopped from getting a touchdown. What a goal line stand by the Eagles. Dallas Davis was hurt on the play. Hopefully he's all right. He's had a pretty solid game. What a goal line stand by the Eagles. Can they get out of the shadow of their own goalpost now and put this game away? They got a fullback in the formation for the first time today. Broback gives it to Shaq Van. Shaq Van up the middle, breaks the tackle, picks up 6 on first down. Great run from your own 1. I cannot get over that goal line stand by the Eastern Michigan Eagles. If the Jaguars ended up scoring, which they had about a 95% chance of doing, this game would be absolutely turned on its head, and who knows what would happen. Jaguars would have all the momentum in the world, but the Eagles, huge goal line stand. 2nd and 4, Van ends up getting caught behind the line for a loss of 2. So this game's still not over. Still a lot of time for this hurry-up offense. Eagles got to try and pick up a first down at least. It's 3rd and 6 from their own 5. Getting stopped here will give the Jaguars the ball back with good field position. They're going to give it to Shaq Van right up the middle, and he's going to get 5, and he's going to be stopped 1 yard short. So as big as that goal line stand was, the Eagles unable to put the game away immediately after. They're going to have to put it away. They're going to let all the time click off the clock that they can. The Jaguars should be getting the ball with about 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go and needing to score 2 touchdowns. So the odds most definitely in the Eagles' favor after that goal line stand, even though they were unable to move the chains afterwards. Fair catching the ball at the 44-yard line are the Jaguars. That's where they'll take over. They got to score quick here on this drive. The Eagles got to try and stand strong. The defense was not off the field for long despite being very tired. And Davis airs out the first down pass out of bounds. So that Eastern Eagles defense, they stood up. They were tired. They were exhausted, but they stood up for that goal line stand. But a quick turnaround right back out onto the field. It is a hot September day here in Ypsilanti. Pump fake by Davis. He's picked off by Calderon. Ike Calderon. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles! Ike Calderon caps off his monstrous day with a touchdown, which is the final nail in the coffin of this one. Wow, what a game for Calderon. What a game for the Eagles. And what a game for that defense. It's going to be 35-14 after this extra point, which is good. And the Eagles look like they're going to roll to victory here in the opener of this season. Speaking of openers, Florida down 3 in the early goings of their home opener, their season opener against Toledo. That will be a shocker if any score like that holds up. But back here in Ypsilanti, Ike Calderon just capped off a phenomenal day that he's had with a pick 6 to put this game away. As the Eagles now have a 21-point lead with 3 minutes to go. What a game for Ike Calderon. He's had a number of tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And now he caps it off with an interception return for a touchdown. First down play, Dallas Davis airs it out for about 20 yards and a first down. Davis drops back. Davis throwing to get away from the pressure, and it is well short. Third down now. In motion goes Gilbert. Davis takes the snap. Throwing to the right. Caught by Kutra. He's going to be dropped by who else? Ike Calderon. Brings him down just shy of the first down. Sets up fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to go for it. 4th and 2 from the Eagles' 48-yard line. Quarterback's under center, 2 back men in the backfield. They give it to the fullback. It's Gilbert Everett, and he picks up the first down. He's been a big receiving threat all day from his tight end position. He was lined up as a fullback on that play, and he gets the carry and picks up the first. Fresh set of downs for the Jaguars. Davis drops back. He's going to end up scrambling to his right. He's going to break 2 tackles and end up getting pulled down by Ike Calderon behind the line of scrimmage yet again. Get that man a trophy or something. Look at him. What a game Ike Calderon has had. 2nd and 12 now. 2 minutes to go. Dallas Davis. Another screenplay set up for Xavier Johnson. These have looked great all day, but once again, the Eagles do a good job recognizing the play and stopping it before it goes the distance. 3rd down now. 3rd and 6 from the 41-yard line. And it looks like somebody got caught jumping on the Jaguars' offensive line. Davis takes a snap. It's going to be another screen, this time to the right side, and this time it's to Demi Ayula. And the Ayula breaks a tackle, but he gets wrapped up shy of the first at the 39. It's going to bring up 4th and 5, and the Jaguars will stay on the field and go for it yet again, and why not? Another shotgun formation. Ayula still in the game. Davis drops back, throwing left. He hangs one up there, and it's going to be swatted down. With 1 minute and 12 yet left, the second team for the Eagles are on the field. Porter comes in at quarterback. Erickson's in the backfield. Porter, the give to Erickson. He goes outside, picks up a yard. Ian Erickson's very good running back. Nothing second team about him. They give it to him again. Picks up 3. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. So, a great opening day performance by the Eagles. Especially, all around. The offense was very good, and the defense was very good. And Charlie Batch, in his first game as the Eastern Michigan head coach, picks up an impressive W here at home against the South Alabama Jaguars. And now they look forward to the Kentucky Wildcats. They're going to go down to Kentucky. And can the Eastern Michigan Eagles pull off their very first ever win against the Power 5 team? That will be the next question that needs to be answered by this team. But the question of whether last year was a fluke or not, I think Eastern Michigan answered pretty emphatically here in game number 1, as they do a pretty good job beating up on the Jaguars. Now, it is South Alabama, so a lot of people might be saying, 35-14 at home, that's not special. But you got to understand where this Eastern Michigan team has been and where it comes from. Beating anybody 35-14, even some winless FCS team, is something that Eastern Michigan did not do a lot of. And on the last play of the game, Dallas Davis throws it up and it gets picked off by Williams. So the Eagles with a 35-14 victory to open up the season. They cannot open it up any better than that. So they start 1-0. Look at Brogan Roback. 16 for 24, 195. He didn't air it out too much. Didn't really have to. Almost half of those yardage seemingly came on that Hail Mary. He had 1 touchdown on that Hail Mary and an interception, which was not very good. Running the football, Shaq Van. You'll see a lot of this. 4.5 yards per carry, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. And how about Brogan Roback? 55 yards on 10 carries. Receiving, Sergio Bailey. 6 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Dan Bushman did a nice job at the tight end position. And Antoine Porter, 3 catches for 30 yards. Seemingly every one of those catches was a big 3rd down conversion. Defense. Look at Ike Calderon. My goodness. 15 tackles for Ike Calderon. All of them solo tackles. 4 of them for a loss. 1 sack, an interception which he returned 45 yards for a touchdown. What a game for Ike Calderon. The senior strong safety from Newark, New Jersey. Man, what a game. And then also with the interception at the very end of the game was the backup cornerback, Ross Williams. Nice job by him. We had a couple of sacks today. 2 from Luke McLean, 1 for Kyle Rochwall, Kwani Figueroa, Ike Calderon. 35-14. South Alabama actually had 2 more first downs, but that didn't matter much. Total offense was pretty even as well. Ran the ball well, 155 on 34 carries with 3 touchdowns. South Alabama had some success on the ground as well. Completion 16-24 and a touchdown. South Alabama was 24-36 with the touchdown. Passing yards 248 to 195. Third down conversions 5 for 10, while South Alabama was 4 for 12. We had some big third down conversions, and here might be the biggest factor. 3 trips to the red zone for us, 3 touchdowns. South Alabama made it to the red zone twice, came away with 1 touchdown that other time. That absolutely massive goal line stand for the Eagles. Time of possession 17:51 to 14:09. Helped out a bit by South Alabama's hurry-up offense, but overall an impressive performance by the Eastern Michigan Eagles. They start the season 1-0. We are leading for a couple players, but nobody real special. We're trailing on quite a few players as well, which is not good, but I mean, we're Eastern Michigan. What do you expect? We're not going to have a great class, at least not in year 1. But perhaps the most exciting thing is the best player by far that we are after. Maybe not by far, but definitely the best player. 4-star athlete from Northern Shores, Michigan. Look at that. We're in 3rd place. We're only 85 points behind Michigan. So something going there. We are leading on 3-star Joey Douglas. Anybody who's 3-star that we're leading on, we should feel pretty happy about. Eastern Michigan does not get 3 stars very often in real life. So we've got to be feeling good about those. We're leading on 1 right now. Let's see if there's another one. Yep, Taiwan Red, tight end from Biloxi, Mississippi. We're also leading on 3-star player. And we're in a battle for a number of other 3 stars, including a 4-star running back in Henry Summers. Jason Oliver, 3-star tackle we're in the running for. That would be a big get for us as well. So, not in a great position right now, but hopefully we start chipping away at some of these guys. It does not look like anybody's ready for a visit right now. See if there was any upsets. Looks like TCU beat LSU, who is number 5, 23-17. Remember how Toledo was up 3-0 to start that game at Florida? Look at what happened. Toledo ended up winning 22-14, and it really wasn't even close. It looked like the Gators never had the lead. Down 10-0, 10-7, 13-7, 27. Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, he failed the 2-point. 19-7, 19-14, and then the touchdown to make it 22-14, and that was it. What a performance by the Toledo Rockets, our MAC friend. Or foe. They'll be foes eventually, but look at that. I told you the MAC love to upset Power 5 teams. Nice job by Toledo. So Akron loses at UCF. We beat South Alabama pretty good. Kent State beats an FCS team. Ball State beats an FCS team. Western Michigan nearly pulls it off at Michigan State. Buffalo, not that bad at the Horseshoe, losing 35-7. Could have been a whole lot worse. Toledo pulls off the upset at Florida. Northern Illinois gets dealt with at Iowa. And Miami almost pulls it off at Marshall. So a pretty decent showing by the MAC in week 1. Beat the teams we were supposed to beat. Hung in there against some good teams and even pulled off an upset. So nice job, guys. All right, so next week, here we go. Eastern Michigan at Kentucky. Can Eastern Michigan beat their very first ever Power 5 opponent? And it would be an SEC opponent, which for those of us up north makes it even nicer. Kirk is on Kentucky's side, but he was also on South Alabama's side. Will we be able to pull off the upset at Kentucky. They scheduled us to pick up one of their wins. Kentucky doesn't get a lot of them playing in the SEC, but they're expecting this one. Can we go down to Lexington and shock them and start this season 2-0? Find out in the next episode.